Hey there, everyone. Oh, yeah, just my mic there. I was definitely gonna have a different intro this time because I don't know why, and now I forgot what it was gonna be, so it doesn't really matter. This is Mug Shadow from the Guys That Play Game, back with some more A2XT. The game's almost done. Episode, we're almost done, you know? Bad and I. Well, I randomly changed to Rakow somehow because apparently Xbox D-pad sucks. I don't know how, but we're gonna go into Serac because why not? Bad night. I think if I remember correctly, this is just like a yeah. Whoa. There was a bit of like this part's like weirdly like I don't know. Well, it's fixed now. There was like some serious like frame skipping happening there. That was weird. Anyways, yeah, this is just a very bare bones. Yeah, do the bat stuff. This is just a bare bones shmoo cave level where you have to jump on bats. And they work exactly like the bats do, so they always go up to where you are. And you want to be careful about that, especially because I have my stupid floaty MacGuber and stuff, so I gotta kinda be careful about that. You always want to be... It actually might not be a good thing that I can, Yeah, you know what? This is probably for the best. Oopsies. Well, that's just because I'm not used to it. Like, this is ironically one of the worst levels to go into as a flying dude because it completely destroys the way the level works. So, this is probably for the best. Because this level, I don't remember this level being particularly hard. It's just kind of like, you know, just good hopping, as they say. Oh shit! Okay, I gotta... I'm being a little too slow is the problem there. Because as you could probably tell, that part's a little tricky because you kind of have to like be like constantly like letting go and holding again. Because if you do big hops, obviously you'll get bombarded by you know, the spikes on the ceiling. But if you let go for too long, you might end up hopping on too many bats in a row, and then you just kind of run out of stuff to jump on. Yeah, no, this level's... Honestly, this level could stand to not be in zebra space, but it's probably one of those cases where they probably got stuck here because there just wasn't really much else to put it. Because this level really is not that bad. As long as you have like a basic idea of how these bats work, especially do it as Rakow. Do it as Rakow! And it is so much easier because Rakow's whole thing is that he can start moving in a direction so much faster. Like, I always say he's faster, but what I really mean is he's just faster to get going. He doesn't actually really move any faster, but it's like the acceleration is faster, and that really does make a huge difference with this kind of thing. Because it lets you, like, have so much more fine control. Ooh, ah! There's also the fact that you don't have to like sit around and wait for a power-up to drop. Yeah, no. I actually forgot how easy this level is. Oopsies. Get rid of those bats. Except for, you know, all the bats we definitely didn't kill. But, you know. Let's just go back in and kill the ghosts now, huh? But, yeah, no. Rakow is, he's probably the best playable character in the game. I always say this. Toad and... the original Super Mario Bros. X, you know, like, yeah, you do technically lose access to a second reserve power-up. Like, you can't, you know, be rocking dual capes or anything like that like you can in Shmoo, but you don't have to actually, like, actively drop the power-up, so... It's like, it totally gets more punished for dying, since ultimately, like, whatchamacallit, if you die at any point, you'll always go back down to, like, small man McGee. Whereas, you know, if you're Mario or Luigi, you can die and still have your reserve power-up. Beyond Brutality, is this the cave level? I guess we'll go with Cood? I forget if this is the level I'm thinking of. I guess we'll go with Cood. Is this the... Yeah, it's this level. This is from Super Earth Defense Force. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna exit. I'm gonna go with some power up. I'm gonna go to power up here. Damnage and damnation. Give me a power up, please. Because I don't want to go into this level as a small boy. If I can hope it. Because, it is, in fact, a lot. Okay, there is, like, I forgot freaking the Doom level just does not give you a power-up forever. Go back to the bats. The bat gives you a mushroom to start off with. Screw it. Oh, but you can't beat farts! And because I went into this level as Coot, it filtered me to small. Which is actually kind of a funny interaction, but what the hell? No! Man, you know what? I guess we're just going back to ports. It is very hard to get a power-up. And now I can just go back and be in Zebra Space and go back to the town quickly again. Even though I didn't do that very well. In fact, it probably would have been faster to just go to the town, but you know. Okay, where's Coot? There he is. Okay, I need power-up, Coot. I was gonna make a reference to that stupid joke about a certain social media site, but we'll just leave it at that. So, man, the cape is so cool looking. We're gonna go with for this level. I think we want an ice flower because this level is very claustrophobic. So having an ice flower doesn't really help anyway, or like having a cape doesn't help. Also, I'm now realizing that the arrow on the overworld in this paper costume actually looks like a cardboard cutout, which is kind of awesome. I gotta admit. I didn't notice that there's like the little stand behind the arrow. Anyways, for realsies, let's start the level. Because I forget if you can freeze the snails, but if you can, that would be mighty helpful. Let's see. You can't. So there's no point in worrying about that. Ah, nuts. Well, doesn't matter. We're fully powered now anyways. Just take your time. This level, from what I remember, it's not too bad. The trick is to just really be patient. The level kind of punishes you for just throwing yourself at stuff. It's all about just having good timing, you know? And it probably does help to be Cood, because the float is pretty nice. Oh, and speaking of rushing, by the way, I'm a little... Right, they switch. Well, I'm not going back for another power-up, so I guess we're just gonna have to deal with it. So, the hell do I do that? How do you do that? Can you even do that as Cood? I feel like Cood just is like, there's just no way. Like, I'm getting, like, it's not even that I'm trying, you can see I'm trying to float next to him, but I die before I even touch him. Like, his hitbox is bigger than it looks because he's a sprite replacement for the, a thwomp that's normally a little bigger than he is, so it kind of has that weird, like, oops. Like, there we go. Oh. Wow, I can't believe I lived that. I pull out the stops for when I mess up and not for when I actually need to just regularly beat something, you know? Okay, get you out of there. And just there. See? Hey, look, I didn't rush this part. Imagine. See, the problem is Cood is secretly much taller than he looks because he's based on the princess. Ah! I've never complained about this all this hitbox related stuff at the start of this because all of a sudden it does kind of matter. You know what? Oops, I didn't mean to pick that. We're going back to freaking Route Cow. Actually, yeah, we're gonna go with Route Cow. The float is not gonna be help. The float is just making things. It's just acting like a crutch, you know. Like, I can already feel the difference in speed. Like, it's actually insane how much faster I suddenly feel when going from the slowest character to the fastest character. And hey, look, that's what you're supposed to do. Oops. Somehow I've done that part 3 times and I still forgot that's what it does. Anyways, there you go. Remember how I was saying you just need to not rush? Yeah, well, I'm bad at that. I'm a little I don't know how to put it. I didn't warm up at all. I don't know. I haven't actually played Serac in quite a while, so there's gonna be a bit of rusty shaking, as they say. Right? I gotta basically like, it's because I did it one fucking time as Coot, and now I will have that wrong muscle memory for the rest of my life for this one part. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to actually like time it. Imagine, hey. Well, it's not on screen, so you can't see it. So you're actually supposed to just go. Yeah. Instead of waiting and trying to float over like a, you know, a little cheater. Okay, so this part's the same thing. I keep saying don't rush, and then I rush the entire part. Like, wow. Imagine that. Okay, you need to, yeah, just bomb it up. There you go. This guy needs to stop shooting fire, though. There. Now we're good, because now there's not a random Koopa in the way that's going to just get in the way, you know? So now we gotta do this. There we go. Do a small hop. There we go. Oh, imagine. I did it. Wow. Now we're not gonna die to this guy in a stupid way. Holy moly. I managed to not get past the first minute of the level. I think you want to do like here. Yeah. Like that. There you go. Like, the red coins literally show you where you can stand without having to be scared. Like, look. Can I stand on the edge here? I actually don't know if I could because I jumped, but I'm gonna assume it worked one time, whatever. That bomb actually takes so long to blow up, I could have just gone for it. Really. But, you know. Whoa, okay. Oh, that's already the midpoint? Man. Look at me. I died so much. You know what? I do remember that this level distinctly being short and hard. So, like, fair enough. Ah, nuts. And you can spin jump them. That didn't occur to me until just now to try. I thought, for some reason in the back of my head, I thought if I tried to spin jump, I would just, like, blow up. You would think, because they're bombs, but, like, no. That, you would have to, like, you could make that, but you'd have to, like, you know, custom code that, and I wouldn't have expected that for this. Am I just... Given I didn't get hit by running into him, I'm gonna assume I can just... Okay. See, the Raukow's quick acceleration actually is super helpful because you could see how I crouched off this jump, and then as soon as I was in the air, I sped up a ton. Anyways, I think you're just supposed to run this. That's what it looks like to me. I just need to wait for the guy to stop being in the way. And instead of jumping on him normally, just spin jump him, and all of a sudden it's not an issue. Do. There we go. Here comes Mr. Snailicorn. Ah, shit. I kind of panicked there because I didn't expect the... Like, I don't know how to put it, but like, I just didn't expect to just... I want to take... There we go. That's what we want to do. Can I just say how much I love the Snailicorn dudes? Like... It's crazy that we had, like, the coolest 2D bully ever, and then it just became regular bullies again in every other Mario game. New Soup, the original New Soup, had some actually, like weirdly creative stuff compared to the rest of the series. Like, the freaking Snailicorn man, the freaking, whatchamacallit, like, the custom Lakitu boss that's like a kaiju dude. Or whatever it is, I forget what it's called, Rajan or whatever. I panicked because of the bomb, even though the bomb takes forever to blow up. What can I say? It's funny how much the pressure of time is so powerful, even if you know it's not going to really matter. Oh, you had to be standing right on the coin? Well, that's a stupid way to get hit. Okay, I think I'm definitely supposed to... I'm going to hold jump here, and I'm going to run off when the snail coins to the going. There we go. I want to say this is pretty much the end of the level. But, of course, that means it's the very hardest jump right at the end. Look at this. Look at this freaking setup. I have to basically run forward when the rotodiscs are like that. And then I gotta... yes! See? That wasn't too bad. Oy vey. But it definitely would have been way harder if I kept it as Coot, I think. Serac's house, oh boy. Well, we have to be demo for Serac's house. I mean, that's just like straightforward. This level is the dooziest. Is this a... Oh yeah. This is... I think this is the level I'm thinking of. I might save this. I might make this a short part and save this for next time. Or like maybe just do like 1 or 2 parts. Because this level is in fact probably the longest level in the game. But in exchange... yeah, in exchange, you get tons of checkpoints that are even permanent, so... And it also has, like, the best song in the game. This song is absolute, like, this song is a 10 out of 10 for me. This is my favorite song from the game, for sure. The Lullaby Legacy Mix is so good. And, yeah, no, this level is no joke. Has a bunch of crazy stuff like this, and I can already see how I'm messing it. Oh! I already, like, kind of slightly messed up the timing there. Whew! Okay, let's get power up before I get spanker dude. Can I keep this shell with me? Let's see. Oh no, it actually specifically has a filter there. That's funny. Ooh. Okay. This first part is very much like you gotta have to just kind of go for broke, you know. So those blocks are... I can't go through them, but they can. So I think what I want to do is... I'm actually going to walk away from this and just start shooting. Because the fireballs will take care of them. There we go. Okay, that solves that problem. I love this stupid thing. Yeah. Ah! There we go. Section by 7 Sam and some other person. I couldn't read their name in time. Oops. Seracs are very social beings that will often travel in packs of 13. These signs are so funny. I'm not like, are these... I'm not sure if these are supposed to be serious or just like ironic jokes by Serac. You know what I mean? Like that sort of thing. Oopsies. Well, I can at least do this. Let's just... there we go. Serac exists outside of the multiverse. There's only one Serac, even though there are many other of the other characters. Anyways. Oh, wait, I wanna get up here. You need to... Fart! You need to actually jump on this. There we go. Serac still has the bees from the Magalax 2 relay, of course. This is extremely canon. Oh, what the... I didn't realize they would... for some reason, I didn't realize he would spit out the fireballs instantly. Serac's body is not filled with blood. Instead, it's filled out with some unholy abomination, apparently. Alright, Fire Snake Man. Do your thing. Zebras are hungry. Do you forget to feed them? Oh yeah, it's this setup. So basically, Yeah, just do this. Boinga. Did you know Serac wrote every single text box? There we go. Shoot. Well, that's unfortunate. It's just, I love the hat and then shoes. It's so funny. It's like kind of a throwback to the one hat joke, but like it's like in a totally different direction. It's pretty good. All right. Anyways, so if you couldn't tell, hey, look, you gotta do some bullet bill hopping. There we go. And also, you can read that sign if you want, but you'd have to be like suicidal, and I'm not going to. Oh, right, yeah. So for this part, this is kind of a throwback to the one level, except now I'm finding it very difficult to make these jumps. Oopsies. And yeah, the trick is to just kind of keep looking back and forth. Also, they try to do a Donkey Kong Country here, where if you go into this thing right away, I think, oh, it's actually fine. I remember them trying to do like a I want to say at some point, if you ran into that cannon without looking, it might kill you, but that actually might not be true. I might just be thinking of Donkey Kong Country, which is kind of funny to have that kind of like, if that's actually the case, you know what I mean? Like, isn't that... Gotta wiggle a bit, some stuff down there if you want, which I will, in fact, say is probably where you want to go. Do the wiggle. Wiggly woo. This level is not too bad, though, I would say, for the most part. It's mostly just, like, don't take things too slow, because you will run out of time if you're not careful. And of course, there's the Zebra Man, but Zebra Man really isn't much of an issue, I find. Because, like, just, if you're wiggling back and forth, he can't get you. If anything, he's probably more of a help, because he makes light when he shows up. So if you do run out of time, you do at least have a bit of extra, like, before, like, you just are, like, totally boned. Because he can at least show you a bit of the way to go. There we go. Oh yeah, the corn. I love that they show you that like certain characters are not playable here. If I try to oh, it actually just it lets you. That's kind of funny that it lets you change in the sheet, but it basically like is like, please don't do this as sheet, which is kind of funny. Oh, right. For some reason, I didn't think the toxic gas would kill me so quickly. Oops, that's kind of funny. Yeah, you go over here. Anyways, yeah, so the trick with those dudes, remember, I think this is kind of useful to say, but they shoot in a star pattern, obviously. So if they're shooting, you either want to be directly underneath them or like kind of just barely above them, but not directly above them because they shoot a spike straight up. Oh, I forgot these guys throw stuff. I just kind of stood there and got face slapped. And also that guy's there now doing his little feet thing, so I gotta... Those respawn? Well, that's unfortunate, because that means that this guy's gonna respawn, maybe. Okay, just go! Actually, maybe you're supposed to... Remember my thing where I said you're not supposed to get above them? Well, it's a little trickier as Cood, because here's the thing with Cood. He's slow to start, but he also just kind of carries momentum really strongly because of his stinking float. So it can be kind of hard to stop as Cood is the funny thing. Okay, anyways, this guy's gonna throw. Oh, you know, I'm stupid. Watch this. Wow, that was so hard. Because, like, yeah, you can't here's the funny thing. If you let go in the air, like, you obviously carry some of that momentum, and then you can kind of just wiggle back and forth, or, like, even just, like, press the direction slightly, and you can say I pretty much stopped moving. But when you're floating, you can't do that. Like, there's no stopping while you're floating. Once you're floating, you can't Like, it doesn't work the same way. Your momentum carries differently, which is like a weird thing. Alright, so, boop. Get in here. Well, I guess I don't need to worry about taking a hit now. These guys are jerks. Oh, that's... I find the stupidest ways to get hit, I swear. See? That guy is there just if you're cooed and trying to cheese stuff with your float. Now I'm thinking, like, should I be someone else? See, the problem is, being as cooed always carries the implicit idea that I can't play the regular strat as well because he's sluggish, but I can potentially cheese stuff by just floating. And that is kind of always how it's going to be as cooed. You'll always have that sort of implicit, like, maybe I can cheese something, and that's just kind of how you're expected to use cooed, because that's just how he goes, you know, but... Like there, that's all I have to do. It's kind of funny how that works, is all I'm saying. Like, it's a weird interaction to think about. Anyways, since I have fire, why don't I just use the fire, huh? Man, that's crazy, hey? Use my power-up. I didn't get hit in a stupid way here. Watch this, by the way. Hey, look. Now that's not an issue. Imagine that! Use the Cood's powers for the power of... Oh yeah, right, this thing. This setup looks scary, but if you just stand in the middle, they pretty much can't get you. Right? It's what I was saying. They only shoot straight up, so as long as you're not above them, they can't really do much. Anyways, this is basically the same thing as before, but now you gotta kind of speedrun. Whoopsies. Okay, don't let them bone my butt. And this is kind of just the same thing, just go fast. Oh, and then you take a hit in a stupid way, and now it's just kind of like, oopsies. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm good. I thought I was kind of boned there. Oh, no! And now just stand underneath it, and there we go. That's all you gotta do. If you mess up that part, you can spend a little bit longer to go around, but that's what you're supposed to do. Is just stand above it and you just go. I guess we'll go with Iris. Actually, now that I think about it, if I remember correctly, this is the part where the background... Yeah, I'm not going to be Iris for this. We're actually going to stick with Cood, I think. I remember this room being particularly, like, nasty. Not necessarily because it's hard, but because it's, like, very easy to get lost. I remember there's a certain point where... Oh, that is a Maverick or whatever you call it. I forget what Raocow calls them. Like, you can swim in the water. That's the thing, but that platform there is no good. So you gotta be careful. And also remember that water does not restore your float. I just walked off thinking I could float. I can't float. You know what? We're going to demo. No, we're not going with Iris. I'm really sorry, Iris. I cannot stand being Iris in a level like this. Iris is going to be miserable. If it's a vertical part, it's fine. For a horizontal part that's reliant on precision platforming, it's hard to be Iris. You know, Iris has that hard knock life, as she always says. I don't think Iris... I'm not sure if there's ever been Iris dialogue that's like, my life sucks, so, you know. There we go. That guy drops down. That is not a platform, remember! I was about to just drop down there thinking I could just land on that. See? I don't know what it is at this part. I keep thinking that stuff's gonna land. I can land on that. It's not landable. That is a non-landable location. Non-fungible. I should never say that again. I should not even make jokes about NFTs, because sure that crap. I'm gonna take a hit in a stupid way, and now this part's gonna be harder. You know what? I'm okay with dying, because I don't want to take a hit that early on in a stupid way. I'd rather take it later on in a stupid way, you know? And hey, I get to keep the power-up, so if you think about it, this is just optimal. Now I have double Fire Flower, even though, not that the Fire Flower is particularly helpful here, mind you, but, you know. It's funny how I started this episode thinking, oh, I'm not going to do this, and now I'm just like, you know what? I might do this. That jump is not that hard, but somehow I keep getting hit. Oi. See, what gets me there is the way this thwomp is positioned. It's almost like it's... I have a feeling it's there to, like, trick you. Because he goes down, and you think, oh, he's going to land on there, so that's solid. But then it is not solid. I pushed the jump button. I don't know what to tell you. I probably pressed it way too soon and just kind of flew off. You know how it is. What the fart just... I just had, like... I don't know what to tell you other than, like, I feel like I just, like, zoned out for, like, half a second and, like, don't know what I just did. I pressed the jump button twice. Almost died to the fish, which would have been funny. That was weird. Not the game's fault. Just want to clarify that. I know sometimes... I always want to... I have to clarify as always. Sometimes it's easy to think, like, oh, he's getting annoyed. It must be the game's fault, you know? Like, that's just how it goes, you know? I've always been like that, and it used to be maybe more personal at times. It was never meant to be, but I'm sure some people did take it personal. And I mean, there definitely was a time, especially when I was a young teenage lad playing the original Super Mario Bros. X thing. How many times do I bring this up in these playthroughs where it's just like, yeah, teenagers are dumb. You didn't, well, maybe not dumb is the right word. Teenagers are immature. There we go. What the hell is wrong with me? I can't make this jump! I almost died there again. It's like I can't make these jumps. That's so, like, what's wrong with me? Okay, to be fair, that one was partially because I don't understand. Water momentum just is apparently escaping me today. I don't know why. So, that's unfortunate. You know, I just realized Smebex doesn't have a points system like Shmoo does, and that's kind of disappointing. The second I hopped up that thwomp, I was like, yeah, I'm not making this jump again, aren't I? I don't know why. I'm gonna die here. It's the exact same things have killed me every single time so far. You ever hear the definition of insanity? What was I talking about? Right, the whole getting angry thing. I'm not actually getting angry. It's just you get reactive, you know? Cause that's just how it is. You're invested in the game, so of course I'm gonna react. Like, what do you want me to just be silent when I die? And you can't duck while playing as demo. I thought I was Raocow for a second. I'm gonna die again. I'm gonna die again. I try to jump. I can't do it. Raocow is like... I'm playing as Raocow. I don't care. I wanted to play as a different character. Screw it. Raocow... Especially because water makes it so much easier when you're Raocow, because you can duck under the water. And it's not like the Fire Flower helps anyways. And the acceleration will make this jump 10 times easier, I bet. Watch this. I'll just make this... I'm reverting. I guess we can show up the checkpoint system without having to restart. Restart? I can't even talk. Oh, right, because I have a checkpoint already. Well. Whoa! So apparently I just did like a frame-perfect pause that let me take a hit and keep my Fire Flower. That is interesting. I was not aware that was a thing in Smebex. I might clip that for fun later, because that is actually an hilarious thing. I might show that to the freaking Smebex team, or the A2XT team, because that is actually a hilarious thing to happen. God! This part is my nemesis, apparently, and I have no idea. Okay. Just go down lower so I can get to this part and not bonk my head off the ceiling so damn fast. And just go off the middle of these guys so it's easier. And hey, look. At this part, I can just wait. Oh, jeez. This is the part I was thinking of that's tricky because you can't see them very well. That's what's spooky about it. That part right there killed me a lot before I played this part as Coot. And then apparently I just did it without being Coot anyways, so it doesn't really matter, but... that was a part I definitely floated across as Coot. Anyways, Raocow really is just the best character for this outside. Like, Coot is also decent for float and stuff, but... but, being on a crouch is just so good underwater, so that's what you want to do. Dude, you want to, like, drop? Sheesh. Water physics. I'm holding down, but the instant you... this isn't like Shmoo, right? Like, the thing with Shmoo is that not only can you easily control the speed you're swimming at, but you can control it, like, pretty much at any time. Like, the second you hold down in Shmoo, you will stop swimming, like, up at all. Like, you'll basically stop yourself on the spot. It's actually, like, so powerful. Like, Shmoo swimming is just nuts. Okay, anyways, we're gonna be, you know what, we'll be Iris, screw it. Because this probably does actually help to have big hops here. I like how each part does its power-ups slightly differently for some reason. Like, that's funny to me. Like, this room, like, just puts blocks around the power-ups, and then another room decides to turn them into carrots or stationary, and then another room is just, like, does it a completely different way again. I think now what we want to do, yeah, is you want to put it back down. I like this. I like that, once again, it's a bunch of throwbacks to other areas in the game. Oh yeah, you can walk down here. I was confused there for a sec. Like, oh no. You can just walk down there. Ooh, that was a little spicy though. I probably should have lowered that a little bit, but it's fine. I'm dead. I jumped just a smidge too low, which is actually hilarious as Iris of all characters. I can't believe I undershot as Iris of all people. But that's just how it goes. Anyways, there's gonna be a submarine here I didn't see last time because the skulls are kind of blocking it, but not really. I just wasn't paying attention over there last time. Anyways, let's put this way down. But not super way down, because I want to be able to actually, like, basically, let's just make it low enough. I mean, that's not really an issue. Iris has mad hops, so she can make that regardless, but that's as low as it gets. There we go. There we go. And she makes it up here, easy peasy. Do a small hop here, so because you don't want to touch your head in the lava. Don't undershoot this. Can you? You must be able to ride these, right? I was gonna say, like, there's a tiny part of me that's like, aren't these shells like weird lava or something weird like that? But I didn't. Oh, you've got to be kidding me, dude! How did I get hit by the very first enemy? Sometimes I play this game and I'm just destined for failure. I don't know how it is. You either do a part first try, no problem, or you just die in every conceivably stupid way possible. I don't understand how I got hit by the first shell dude that's on a rail. He's not even moving around freely. He's on a rail. There's no way he should have got me. Like, that's just sad. Whoopsies. Yeah, you can't duck. Alright. Small hop. Slightly less small hop, but still kind of small. And you go over here. I held every direction except up there for some reason. Like, I don't know, once again, what's wrong with me. Okay, look. Hey, look, these guys are on a rail and move in a very predictable fashion. Maybe I should, like, not just plow into them, huh? These aren't even the rail Koopas from that the meme level from before. They aren't indestructible. I can kill them. I will find... How do I do this to myself? How did I, like, just get nervous and... You know what the problem is I did regular hops, but you have to press the spin jump button to get out of the shoe, which means I have to, like... press the spin jump button to get out of the shoe, which requires me to move where my fingers are. Anyways, I'm gonna restart this and keep my power. Wait, restarting doesn't keep your power up in this though. It's just gonna put me back to small. Fuck! That's such a weird interaction that I don't think, I'm pretty sure that's specific because I think it's silly that it's like this because I can just exit the map and keep my power up. So the fact that you lose your power up when you restart is completely pointless. It just makes things take longer. It's not like having a power-up helps that much here, but I still would rather have 2 power-ups than 1 power-up, you know what I mean? It does help with these hops, if nothing else, because while lava does in fact kill me instantly, the other stuff does not insta-kill me. The shells do not insta-kill me, I'm pretty sure. I haven't actually touched one though, which is kind of the funny thing. So maybe they don't maybe they do insta-kill me, who knows. I haven't gotten to one to test out, and I don't plan on it, so... Up! Sheesh. Drop down a boot! Don't die to this in a stupid way. Even if I do, you could probably do some mad Koopa hopping to get past it. Because ultimately, the only spot that's like these are solid, so you'd totally be able to. Like, it's only really like the parts where you have to like actually like chain like. Ugh. Okay. I guess just move this out of the way. Yeah. And that's the door right there. I don't know why there's water there, but I kind of like that there's water there. Is that weird? Like, like the water doesn't do anything, but it's also like it's kind of cute in a way. Is that there to like make it so you can't use your shoe even though you can carry shoes? Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna go with demo for this. Yeah, so this is a redux of the... I remember this room being quite nasty, by the way, yeah. I remember actually being stuck in this room as a tester for a while. Because there's like one spot that like, yeah! That's not the spot, but there's like one spot I remember that's like really nasty. I don't remember what it is. It actually might be this. I remember this spot being kind of... I find the most insane ways to die. My reaction to that Boo dude that was very obviously on screen the whole time he was there was to just kind of jump in place so I could have nothing to land on and die. Yeah, that spot below. That's where I remember having a lot of trouble. God damn it, man. I find the stupidest ways to die, I swear. Like, how do I die there? And of all the ways to die, too. I just kind of, like, limpidly, like, just dropped down and just did nothing. The boomerang guys tend to get me, too. Because you try to jump. Oh, that was weird. I think I should have died there, it feels like. But somehow I, like, didn't get hit. I don't know how. The boomerang guys are deceptively... Like, these are, like, one of the best placed boomerangers of all time, I feel like. Because they're like, no matter what, you are going to have to deal with them, basically. It's almost impossible to time it in such a way that you're not going to end up running into the boomerang guys in some way. Because, like, look at this. It's like, and then I try to jump over, and the snippets get me. It's like, it's just so hard. Oh, what? Wait, what? They don't interact with the side of the things? Or is that because they shot and then it went... But they didn't hit the sides, they hit the underneath. That was I did not expect that from the snippets, okay. Like, pretty much the trick here is you actually don't want to have to... Like, you want to jump as little as possible, because jumping just makes your hitbox bigger. No, they just go through the thing. I don't remember them doing that. That's weird. Huh. And wait for the love frogs to go away. I got hit by it just barely off screen, of course, in classic me fashion. I find this greatest ways to get hit. So once again, so this blue guy here just... Like, you can even jump on them. It's like, there's no... Oh, right. Yeah, that's what gets me. It's because they start shooting the stupid cheese at you, and then it's like, oh shit. Now all of a sudden you're in a rush. There we go, though. I actually did it pretty easily, all things considered. Oh yeah, and then this part that's like Yoku blocks. This part always kills me. This part, I feel like this part's very inclined to kill you on your first try. Because what happens is you'll see the first Yoku block, and then the second pair shows up in front of it to like block you. And if it pushes you, you're pretty much just dead at that point. And I brought this up several times, and it did get tweaked a bit, so it's not quite as like instant death if you get pushed by it, but it still is inclined to just be like, oops, not really much you can do. There we go! Hell yeah! I feel like I spent much longer in this in testing, of all things, which is kind of surprising to me. Which is kind of funny to me, because it's like, man, I'm doing this while I'm talking, apparently. Much easier. Anyways, I guess we'll go with... demo. Should be fine. This part I remember being not too bad. It looks harder than it is, basically. And just spin jump, basically. This is the part that makes use of the fact that A flips both, so remember that. And also, you can't spin jump off of small saws. Oh. Okay, I think I understand what I have to do here. There we go. Okay. I don't remember. I remember this room actually like I heard some people actually had a lot of problem with this room as I get hit in the stupidest ways possible as usual. But I remember this room actually being quite like not that bad. It's just I'm certainly not showing my. I don't know. I must have some serious like, am I just a masochist or something? I don't understand how I always do this to myself. I had no problems with the room until I decided to bring up that some people were having trouble with it and I wasn't. Because I remember in testing I actually beat this room fairly easily. And then lo and behold, now that I'm actually playing it for realsies, I'm going to be a complete total knob and just freaking... get killed. To be fair, that is like the hardest part of the level, I think. The hardest part of this section. But like, goddamn. Yeah, that block up there gets flipped too, by the way. So you hit your head in the ceiling, and even though I did that last time, I forgot this time. Yep. I am a masochist, apparently. That's just how it goes. I am a glutton for punishment. There's just no other way to describe it. Like, come on, man. Regular hop. Bonk. Oh, no! Really? If this was Shmoo, I would have jumped off that for no problem. Actually, I'm not even sure if that's... Well, in Shmoo, I would have hopped off it, but that's because in Shmoo, the saw hitbox is only like half the size of what the actual graphic is. Like, I think only like the center circle is a hitbox in Shmoo. Because Shmoo is absolutely ridiculously generous with some of its stuff. Of course, it kind of goes both ways because you're not really intended to spin jump off of Saw's Smoo. So the fact that you can, but the fact that they have a tiny hitbox is actually makes it kind of awkward. Anyways, what you basically want to do is just rush this part and then get hit in a stupid way. I should have dropped one sooner, basically. I remember this jump being a little tricky, because what tends to happen here is, that. You have to hop at the very edge of your hop, as far as I'm pretty sure this is the intended way to do it. I'm not sure if there's any other way to do this, other than just, at the very edge. The nice thing is that since it pushes you back to the left, you won't fall into the saw and die, at least, which is kind of nice. So basically just don't spin jump here and I'm good. Boom, there we go. Hey, I think that this might actually, now I think of it, this might be the last section. I think Tangy's section is the last one. But I don't remember. I think it is, though, because it has the going up joke. This Tangy section is actually really cool because it's this huge vertical section. And you can see that we can play as each character. And it's literally designed so that every character can beat this. And like each character can potentially get like a completely different path because of that. Because obviously different characters can't make the same kind of jumps, right? So there's a lot of weird things like that. But basically like I'm gonna exit the map. Since it's a vertical section, I might swap to Iris. I did say I would do that. But I remember that Iris, despite it being a fairly vertical section, Iris does not have the easiest time here. Because, like look at this jump. Like, how do you do this? This one jump as Iris is, like, the hardest jump of the whole section, and it's right at the start. Because you basically have to do, like, a little micro hop here. Like that! And then you still get hit by the thwomp. Because I was supposed to just run off. Anyways, boop, zop, quim. There's a thing there. Is there a power up on that block? Should I bother? I should. That was really risky. I don't know why I did it like that. It's just how it goes, you know. I just decided to do it in like the dumbest way possible. And then I get on the stupid. Speaking of being hit in the dumbest way possible. Thankfully, Iris can just do this part nice and easy. I got up there and then I hit the block of my fat head. I don't know why I always get hit. Blah! Even has a reference to Luna Tower, which is nice. Nice touch. Tangy's fuck. Just casually dropping the straight F-bomb because fuck! Ah! Tangy section is the coolest room in the whole game, I think, because I really like it's a mess to look at, but it is such a cool section to play. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take a hit here, grab this power up, exit, and then restart, and I'll have double flowers. Like, it's crazy that I messed up like 3 different jumps in a row, and that's the thing with this. If you mess up jumps, you don't die. You just have to like make more jumps again. Micro hop, I swear there's no. I don't know. Maybe you can make it if you jump from the blocks on the very left and just run full speed, but I swear there's just like no way to do that as freaking Iris Man Magoo. There's just something about those hops that just seems impossible to me. Okay, we're gonna take my mushroom. Yeah, of course. And there's sections like that, those blocks are there. What? The problem is, when I talk, it's not that I can't concentrate, it's that I can't pay attention. As soon as I start talking, everything that happens, and I'm not looking at any of it. Okay. So for this, we want to... There we go. Alright, there's this guy. We want to just zip when he goes back up. Oh, right. There we go. And this guy's going to drop down. We can pop back up here. You gotta be careful, because obviously if you miss time... Am I supposed to go over there? Well... You know, stupid ways to get hit 101 featuring me. A man with a plan. For how slow that one is. Like, that one's really generous for some reason. Anyways. Oh, God. Luckily, messing that jump up doesn't do anything. Imagine that. This is the part that always gets me, though. The pipe in the middle does, like... It's funny because I was jumping through it earlier with not even thinking about it. But for some reason, at this part, I always get, like, confused. Like, how am I supposed to go through this wall? Like, no, that's not a wall there, buddy. That one spot always gets me. Don't know why. I only think of it as a wall there. But yeah, Tangy has, like, one of the coolest areas in the whole game. Like, there's something about this that's so cool. Oh, there's a bat! Oh, I didn't see it! I was like, oh, am I supposed to just leap of faith there? Like, no, of course not. I'm supposed to bat it up. There we go. Yes! Oh, baby, a triple. There's nowhere else for Iris to go, and then the joke is that you're supposed to just... press the switch and go straight down. Going down. This level is actually quite funny because at some point there was no block here to block you, and instead there was those spikes was like insta-kill. So the idea was that originally, I don't even know if that's solid, and I'm not going to test it out. Originally, instead of being like basically you could cheese it by jumping down there, but because it's Smabex, jumping down there without getting killed with the lava was like absurdly difficult. But it was something you could do. Anyways, yeah, that door is like kind of a trick. I believe that door is like I'm pretty sure it's just 100% a fake door. I don't think you can even go there through the thing. And yeah, it takes you over here to the end of the level. Hooray! I guess we'll watch the cutscene. Well, rip Goopanati. Doesn't he say, yeah, maybe please have the last chicken wing? I love that. Hey look, it's Serac's house, except for realsies this time. Well, let's listen to what everyone says. I mean, to be fair, it sounds like you could have gotten away with it this time, but since Ku didn't say please the first time, you got screwed. Your aunt is pretty intense. That's one way to put it. The floating horses. Look at that 3D model of Serac. Anyways, yeah, that'll be it for this part. We're going to save a boss fight for next time, because no way, I might just not be able to beat this. I remember in testing just getting lucky to beat this, so who knows. Anyways, yeah, that's it. See you guys later.